Hey folks, welcome. Here we discuss real stories by real people. Today we have the story of a man who finds out his wife has an OnlyFans account. Let's see how it goes. Story 1. When I, 34 male, met my soon-to-be ex-wife, 28, I couldn't help but fall in love. She was by no means a stunning beauty, but what she lacked in face, she made up for it with her curves. I fell for her quickly, and when I discovered that just like me, she was against divorce and believed that marriage was a lifelong journey, I knew she was my better half. The fact that she liked my teenage nephew who was living with me and had him wrapped around her fingers only solidified my decision to propose to her. We got married 3 years after the proposal. Remember I said she had a great relationship with my nephew? Well, it went south 2 years after our marriage. She assured me that it was a display of youthful exuberance and advised me to let it go. But when I arrived home at him yelling at her about something I didn't hear, I lost it. I sent him to his room, and when he was gone, I asked her what the issue was about. She dismissed my worries and said it was about food. I pressed on, and she defended him like she always did. From then on, I began to watch them closely. Every time my nephew spoke to her, it was with suppressed hostility, and she acted like his action was okay. The times he pissed her off beyond her limit, she would quietly lament to me that she wished he would stop making things difficult. I kept telling her she needed to correct him when he did wrong, but she never did. I had to confront him about his rude behavior. I took my nephew out to our favorite spot. There I threatened to return him to his crackhead father if he didn't quit disrespecting my soon-to-be ex-wife. And he responded that if anyone was to leave, it should be my soon-to-be ex-wife. He took his phone and showed me an OnlyFans account of her in a very revealing swimsuit. Her username was extremely sexually appealing. My head was reeling from that discovery, but I didn't indulge him. Rather, I warned him to leave that inappropriate site. When we returned home, I created an OnlyFans account with a fake account, and then I subscribed to her account. I sent her a hi, and we got talking. I requested a sexual service, and she easily accepted on the basis that I made a down payment. I did that. We agreed to meet at a hotel a 2-hour drive away. On D-Day, she left home to see a friend, and I left home for dinner with a client, but we ended up meeting each other in the hotel room I booked. With my phone in my breast pocket, capturing the moment on video, I knocked on the door. She had checked in and changed into sultry clothing. She opened the door sipping wine, but the glass slipped out of her grip. She was shocked to see I was her client. She immediately started crying and pleading, but got tired when I rejected her plea and turned vile. She called my nephew names and told me I should have sent him away when we got married. She tried to manipulate me by reminding me of my take on divorce, but there was no way I would remain married to her. Furious, I left. She returned home the next morning to take her things. She told me she would be staying with her parents and I should send the divorce papers to her there. When they were ready, I had my lawyer do that. Shockingly, she refused to sign unless I gave her a huge settlement. She was acting like a victim, and her parents and brother were sending me text messages that indicated I owed their daughter an apology or something. Provoked, I showed up at their house last Sunday during their family dinner to clarify myself. She had lied to them. She reversed the role in the narration and spiced it up with lies that I cheated. I showed them the video and they saw their daughter for the cheat she truly was. By the time I left, they were tearing her apart with words while her brother took her things out of the house. My lawyer called the next day to tell me she sent the signed divorce papers. All that's left is the court's approval. I'm seeing a therapist next month to discuss my trauma. I don't know if I'll ever trust a woman ever again. I'm sorry your marriage ended this way, OP. I don't understand why your wife would have an OnlyFans account while she's married to you. Anyone could have found out about it just as your nephew did. She has probably been cheating on you since you two got married, so I'm glad you finally found out about her account. Sure, you were hurt, but it's better to be hurt and heal than to live in oblivion, especially on this matter. It'll take a while to heal. Going for therapy seems like a good idea. You will fall in love again, and hopefully your therapist helps you navigate how to trust a woman again. Good luck, OP. Story 2. I, 31 male, love my wife, 31, with all my heart and soul. We have 2 beautiful children, and she's pregnant with our 3rd. Recently, my job has forced me to travel, 2 days on the road every other week. She has this guy friend. He's married. I just don't like him. Maybe it's because he's a good-looking, fit guy. Who knows? I know they're just friends, but I can't help but get so jealous. How can I get past this? I've told her how I feel. Her response is that he's the only one of her friends without kids. So when they talk or hang out, they can have adult conversations. She likens it to me talking to my coworkers. She's an SAHM. Is that even an acronym? It is now, stay-at-home mom. I get it. I love talking to friends and coworkers without kids. I guess I just need Reddit to tell me that I'm being an idiot and I have nothing to be concerned with. It's normal for people to text all the time. Guys and girls can be just friends. I truly believe that and have female friends. Please, Reddit, tell me that I'm being crazy and letting my own insecurities affect rational thinking. Update. This morning at 1:30, I looked at my wife's phone and found cold hard proof that she had been having an affair with her friend. I woke her and made her tell me everything. I mean everything. She doesn't know how it happened, but she couldn't stop it. I'm broken. We have a 3.5-year-old, a 2-year-old, and she's 6 months pregnant. I can't lose her. Even with all of this, I love her. I'm furious and I feel betrayed. I'm dead inside. I took today off from work and I'm just sitting here staring at the wall. She is committed to fixing it. I believe her. I heard her end things and we agreed that I'll be monitoring her phone. She says she never lied about loving me, just that something was missing and she messed up. I'm making her get an STD check today. Sorry for the incoherent rambling. I need a friend. I can't talk about this to anyone. Last update. The physical part of the affair lasted 2.5 months. The results are not back yet, but the doctor said it looked okay, waiting on cultures and blood work. I will be getting a paternity test. I have not yet, but I will, and I will give her all the proof I have via a signed written detailed statement that my wife gave as a part of my agreeing to try to fix things. Some other notes on my rules. Any of them broken, I leave and never come back. She must answer every single question I ask her. She has been, and I hate the answers. She must and has given me access to every single account she has in her name. Email, social media, etc. If she lies to me about anything from this point forward, even if it's to protect me, I'm gone. No surprise shopping for gifts. I always know everything. She cannot have any cash in her wallet. Everything must be on our joint credit card that I pay. I handle the finances. If she even looks at his social media accounts, then I'm gone. If any of the children aren't mine, I'm gone. Data is gone from her cell phone and the iMessage is off so I can monitor all texts. I have full access to every single online account and have installed a GPS app on her phone. If at any time that GPS app is disabled, we're done. Please ask any further questions on this thread for visibility. OP, you have to start trusting her sooner or later, buddy. I know you'll never trust her 100% again, but you can't live in this jailer-prisoner relationship forever. I think you should set a timetable. If you're not able to build up a fair amount of trust after 2 years, then do reevaluate your relationship again. You cannot be in a marriage with someone you don't trust. Now for some comments. Well, good short-term plan, but this can't go on forever. Since you are adamant on working it out, make steps which allow you to slowly and steadily return her privileges. All I can say is, good luck and do keep us updated. I made a comment on getting a post-nup. Doom all over that. It will be an insurance policy for you in case she cheats again or she decides to pull the trigger on your marriage. I want you to reread what you wrote, these conditions, and ask yourself, is this really a healthy type of relationship? Is this what you envisioned when you first started dating this person? What about when she finds a way to step outside of these bounds and it isn't explicitly written down? Does she get another free pass? Man up. Seriously, this woman is toxic and bringing you down. Sounds like you're married to a child who happens to be raising pre-adolescents. The key to a successful reconciliation is true remorse and consequences for her betrayal. You're on the right path. I will assume that point 4 is exposing the piece of shit surfer dude to his wife. I would also expose him to the soccer organization that he coaches for. No sense in having other dads go through what you are. Add in a no-contact letter that your wife writes, you edit, and see her send. If he tries to contact wife in any way, she must not respond in any way and tell you immediately. Good luck. Story 3. Really looking for advice on this one. I found out she cheated because she gave me the clap. I don't know the person or persons, and I don't know how to cope. We both have issues from our pasts, and we both have different upbringings, but when we first met, it was fireworks. The first 3 years were amazing. I know I personally have made mistakes in the marriage, but this really destroyed my head. Our sex life has been bland and dead for the longest, past 4 years maybe. I was always the initiator and would get the fine and get it over with spiel if we did, maybe once a month. She always accused me of cheating and always had to control my time. We started our separation and I filed, but I still want her. I miss her so much, even though I know she has something against me maybe. I want to go through with the divorce because of how depressed and broken I was, but for some reason I'm holding on to feelings and it's really messing with my head. When I told her she gave me the clap, she had every excuse to not get a divorce. Picked it up from a toilet seat, I had to have cheated, etc., and begged me not to leave. If she cares so much, why did she cheat? I'm lost and unsure how to feel. Now for some comments. You've lost your marriage, much the same way as someone would lose a family member to death. It's even worse than death. If your wife had died unexpectedly in a car crash, you could still see her as the loving person who loved you until the very end. Instead, it's like they give you the middle finger as they die and then someone else returns to their body. Some self-respect. She cheated with someone else and did it raw. She gave you an STD and possibly is pregnant and wants you to raise it. Don't be a doormat. Get to the gym, get any DNA tests if you have children. Talk to a lawyer and listen to them. Get STD diagnosis taken care of. Get out of living with her, or if you own a separate home, in the home. Go no contact as much as possible. No sleeping together, and above all, no sex with her. Ask her to be honest and write a timeline down. If she doesn't, then she has no remorse and empathy and moves on. You have this. Please follow the advice here. No contact with her. She'll probably just try to drag you back into her web of lies, deceit, and certain pain. I'm sure she prefers a life with your love and bill-paying stability coupled with her getting to bang every guy she wants at work. Just remember, she would still be doing this behind your back if she didn't get caught. She wouldn't have been caught if she had not been infected with an STD. And I assure you that this infected man was not the first or fifth guy she was banging. She's been doing this a lot. This woman never loved you, just presented a different persona to ensnare you. You fell in love with a phony.